if I point something out here, this is something I neglected last stream. You might recall 2-3 streams ago we were around the moon and we were collecting samples around the moon. We collected an asteroid sample from the asteroid that was there, and also the vehicle that went out and snagged that asteroid while it was in orbit around the sun, snagged a materials study and a mystery goo. With Kerbalism, these need to get returned. They're samples, and the idea was to bring it down to the surface with the craft that went down to the surface last stream, and as you can see here, I forgot to do that. They're still inside this vehicle here. So we need to kind of deal with that. So we got quite a lot of science packed in here, but this is actually not a bad thing because we can show something. We have a science lab, and the science lab with Kerbalism works a little bit differently than the science lab does in the stock game, in that the purpose of it is to take these samples and analyze them and convert them into data that you can subsequently transmit. So I've never done this actually. I always sort of stop my games before I get to this point. So I think I should be able to transfer all of that stuff. Is there a transfer data button or anything? There should be a way to get them all in here, right? Maybe? No? Level up the crew. I've already leveled. Oh, look at that! We can level up the crew! Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay, we'll look at that in a little bit. But, oh, maybe I need to get a scientist inside. So let's see here. Who's our better? We have Dan as a level 3 scientist, and John, oh, sorry, you're a level 1 scientist. So Dan is going aboard the lab. I'm assuming higher level scientist. So Dan is going aboard the lab here. There we go. Now, can we do something with the lab? Oh, we are! Oh, okay, so I don't have to transfer the samples in there. It's actually doing it. Asteroid sample from asteroid, yada, yada, yada. And you can see what's happening here is this asteroid sample is being turned into data. And I'm assuming we can transmit this data at the same time. Okay, so it is creating data quicker than it can transmit it. That's, I think I have all my better antennas. What antennas do I have? I see a bunch of communitrons. Do I really not have a better antenna than just a whole stack of communitrons on this thing? Oh no, there's a, what is this guy? The DTS-M1. So, okay, so it's transmitting it, and it's probably going to take a while. So that's what Dan's doing for us. All right, good. So we'll see how long it takes. I have no idea how long it takes to take all this stuff and turn it into data, but that is going to be one of the things that's going to be happening while we're doing other things. The other thing is, I have a couple of these. These are the pusher vehicles that brought these 2 modules up here. This one's still got a lot of fuel in it, but I took the liberty of taking out most of the fuel of this one. I was able to find space for it and everything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to deorbit this while we can. So I'm going to click right here and undock it. These are all these housekeeping items and RCS, and we'll back away. I kept very little. I go to here. Yeah, I kept very little of the fuel and monopropellant aboard, just enough to get it to go for a little bit of, okay, let's see here. We should be, whoa, let's turn that off. Yep, that looks pointing in the right direction. Okay, let's just use a little RCS to get away from the station. And then all I want to do is burn retrograde until, oh, I guess engaging the engine would be a good idea. There we go. By station, and once our periapsis goes negative, there it goes. Okay. So that's just going to crash into the surface. This looks a little better now. And other than that, I think we're ready to go. But before I start moving people in here, let's pick ourselves a landing spot. So I'm going to open up the ScanSat map. And this is an altimetry map of Mimis. It is a high resolution altimetry map. Actually, let's get the biome map going. That's the one I really should have. Biome map. Here is our biome map of Mimis. Nice. Still got some little gray spots. I did the worst job putting that satellite in here. Oh well. And what I do have a contract. Let's take a look at our contracts here. Mimis Lander. I have this one contract to bring back Greenstone from Mimis and bring it back to Kerbin. I'm not sure if that can be analyzed in the lab or not, if we actually do. Probably to satisfy the contract, I guess we probably do have to bring that back to Kerbin, so I might have to be a little careful about that. But when you see these contracts in the mission control, when you look at them in mission control and it gives you more detail there, it tells you some likely biomes for you to look for said Greenstone, and I wrote those down somewhere. There we go. And it said that I can likely find Greenstone in the Great Flats, the Greater Flats, or the Lowlands. Now, I also want to land in a biome I've not been in before, so let's open up our little science archive. We need a lot of windows. We're going to be losing these folks. Let's see here. Probably the best thing is just look at something like a surface sample. Surface sample. And see, what have we done? We have been in the lowlands, clearly, because I have a surface sample from the lowlands. But what I want then is to go to either the Great Flats or the Greater Flats. Now, this is showing our current orbit. The blue is the orbit ahead of us. And the orange, there's our station there. The blue is the orbit ahead of us, and the orange is the orbit behind us. And so let's look at where we're going here. I want to land in Great Flats or Greater Flats. So what's coming up this? I also want to land in the light. What's over this? What's this? These are Midlands, Midlands, Midlands. These are Greater Flats over here. So I'm just looking. That's Highlands. It's looking like somewhere in this zone here is likely my best target. So we're going to do some time warping. That's okay. So let's start time warping. Oh, that's as small as that gets. We'll tuck that up out of the way here, and let's start time warping a little quicker. You can watch this going around. Having these ScanSat maps is just, oh, here we go. Okay, I can start to see in one more orbit we're going to be getting pretty close. So let's go, let's look at it from over here. Tuck this out of the way. Oh, I also have a contract. I guess one thing at a time. Oh, I know what that's for. That's for a rover. That's for the future. Okay, so we're aiming to land. It says we're in the day side. Okay, I see, yeah. We're going to be landing around here, but Minmus is going to rotate. You can see how much Minmus rotates with each turn around here. Oh, we're going down. So we will, I'll get myself to the opposite side of the Minmus here. We're going to do our, oh, refresh it to get the, okay, is this not, I'm seeing in the chat, refresh. There you go. Yep. So that refreshes where the day and the, excuse me. Excuse me. But you have to hit refresh to see where the day and the night is. That's still good. So we're still going to aim for around here. That's looking to me like a pretty good, easy spot. I know the flats are nice to land on too. So we'll get to about there-ish. Okay, let's start thinking about. Let's tuck you out of the way. Who are going to be our? Well, we'll get Jebediah. Jebediah will get himself into the lander here. And we will also get John is in the lab, so that means no, Dan's in the lab, so John is going to be. Uh-oh, did I just EVA? Why did I do that? That was dumb. Get bored. I just hit EVA by mistake. Ah, that's a nice waste of nitrogen there. John is going to go into our lander. And actually, speaking of EVA, I'm maybe a little happy that happened. Let's transfer Steven into our airlock. Oh, I'm noticing. Is there some funky... Oh, no. Yes. Do you see how this is rotated again? I had this bug before. I mean, thankfully, this thing doesn't have to fly, but you see how this Mark 1 capsule in there has done a little bit of I've had that happen before and I don't know why. Oh, well, one thing at a time. Can't go there now. Let's turn off the pressure control. And we will EVA Steven. Our level 3 engineer. Again, as always, checking to see that they have monopropellant aboard, because I've gotten burned once, never again. Okay, so Steven's going to check our engines, is what he's going to do. Of course, that means going up. So we're going to check this engine. We're going to do some servicing, inspect the engine. Oh, it says this will last for ages. Okay, so I think our engines are probably pretty good. Let's go over here and check our nuclear engine. Oh, I don't like this rotating thing that's happening here. Why is that happening? Our nuclear engine, might as well while we're out here. We'll service that engine, and now we'll inspect it, and it says it's good as new. All right. Get you back into the airlock. Make sure not to crash into solar panels and the like. And we'll board. And we'll transfer Steven back into the nice, comfy hitchhiker can, and we'll turn that pressure control back on. There we go. And, geez, this seems to be getting worse by the moment. Is it just me? Look at this piece. It scares me. Okay, let's leave. Let's leave, everybody. Let's leave. Undock. Back to here. With a very tiny, let's control from the docking port and just put on our RCS and back away just a little bit. It's a very tiny little lander. There's not a lot to it. Activate our engine. And it holds very little fuel. If you look at it, total liquid fuel is only 72 units. And if you think this thing's still got a lot of fuel in it, you can't tell from here, but it does. So we can fill this lander up quite a lot of times. Okay, we're going to need to control from here now. Oh, I just realized they're going down with parachutes. Isn't that special? What am I doing? Control from here. Which of course doesn't do them a heck of a lot of good. Let's just puff away a little bit from the station. Alright. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So again, according to our map, let's open up the mini map. There we go. According to our map, our orbit should be coming right over this section here. So that's what we're going to go for. So let's just burn retrograde. Actually, we should let ourselves get a little closer here. Coming down at a bit of an angle. I find usually about a third of an orbit ahead usually works pretty good for me. Okay. I'm trusting you, ScanSat. Looking like it's looking like this is going to be in the hills, but by the time we rotate over there, we should be good. A little more thrust. It's looking good. So we're not going to land here. We can land here. Now you can turn on trajectories, by the way. If you show the trajectory, I thought, and maybe I'm wrong here. Interesting. I thought it would show a little X where it's predicting where we're going to land, but I don't see said X, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's turn this off. All right. Whoa, I'm still locked to the prograde vector, or retrograde vector. I just want to rotate this around and give our solar panels some exposure here. This is the way I meant to go, just like that. Okay, I just noticed I'm in space low now, and something I neglected to do last time I was in low space with a Kerbal was to do that EVA science experiment. So we're going to give this thing... Can't I do this? Well, maybe I do it this way. Give this thing to John. Yeah. Okay, and again, we will turn off pressure control. And John is going to EVA. We're going to perform said EVA science. We need to do... What is this one again? Perform EVA science. That's the one. Nice. And although it comes up this way, it still all works with Kerbalism. So there we go. 25 science for us. Let's get ourselves back here. Oh, why am I... That way. No? That way. There we go. In there and board, and we're in. Okay. And take a look here. We should be transmitting said science away. We are. All right. Goody, good, good. Okay. Let's get down there. Oh, we should probably turn on pressure control again, shouldn't we? Just brief. Well, you know what? Maybe not. Let's keep it off. Is it off? Why do I always have trouble finding? It's too many things. Yeah, let's keep it off. They can wear their spacesuits. They're going to be coming back out again soon enough anyway. Let's go. Let's go. We're going down. There we go. 25 science. Nicey nice. Now I want to be looking for some of this greenstone. So people might want to give me a hand looking for that. We are coming over this, right? Yeah, I think so. Crew reports and EVA reports I did, John. I've been in low space before. I just flat out just forgot to do the... Oh, it says stop, but I mean, just to show. See, it has done crew reports. I've done the AVA reports. I forgot to just do that one. Okay, we're getting close here. Let's landing gear. And I always find it if I roll this so that the blue is up on the Navball, that helps me with my orientation. But I am looking for, I can see a little bit, I think that's some greenstone there, but that's a little bit high up on the hills. And I wish I was a little bit, I'm a little bit too high, I think. What is my trajectory like here? Yeah, let's kill a little bit of this. We can land anywhere in here. Is it burning? Is this engine? What's up with this engine? There it goes. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Just a little pug engine. Am I getting... What's my... feel... I don't like... Here, I'm going to turn on these ants. Just pause this. Activate. I can't remember the design of this thing, whether these ants was for emergency purposes only or meant to be... But I didn't like how little thrust I had. That feels better. Let's turn this off. It's not helping. So I'm looking for some of that greenstone. I would love to land close by. I have a fair amount, 810 meters per second at delta V. So we should be. We have some fuel that we can use to kind of, you know, let's slow down a bit more. We have fuel that we can afford to. Oh, I see sparklies right down here. Let's see if we can. Can we stop? Up. We're going too low. Don't like it. Where's my vertical speed at? Vertical speed, okay. Let's negate some of that vertical speed. Okay, this is not what we would call an efficient landing. Let's go this way again. Okay, I can see. I should have killed off more speed earlier. I think I see some stuff in the vicinity here. Okay. All of a sudden I noticed we were getting pretty darn close to the surface. Didn't like it. Should have serviced those ant engines actually while we were down here, I'm just thinking. But I think I see some greenstone there, so that's good. Not exactly uber well done landing, but... Slow down, Jeb. Jeb, you are a reckless maniac. But we're down. Okay, let's... let's put this here. Alright, so... yeah, we should be already collecting science, so we're doing a crew report. It's waiting to do a telemetry. It's waiting to do temperature. I probably landed a probe in these flats before. So really, yeah, there's not much to do. So let's get Jebediah out. This ladder's kind of goofy. I'll just let go. Well done, Jebediah. That worked. It worked. I think I have this little piece in here upside down to this little piece. I'll show you what I mean in just a little. I'll show you what I mean with John here. See, if we climb down, we end up going on... Oh my gosh, now John's stuck. I'll just let go. Grab again. Yeah, okay, this is not exactly smooth. Okay, just let go. Here we go, John. We can just do it this way. We don't need those ladders. Alright, so we'll do the inaugural flag planting here. So, oh, I guess I gotta get on Jebediah, don't I? There we go. Plant flag. Somewhere. Plant flag. There we go. Alright. So this is the Pug 1-A3. That's the name of the vehicle. This is landing number 2 for it, even though it has been a while since the other one. And we have Jebediah and John N. presiding. All right. Saying, okay, we really don't have much to do. At the previous site, I put all kinds of surface deployable stuff. That's what these containers are, but you can see they're empty. I actually haven't looked to see, have I done much else with the surface stuff? I don't know, but I think what we should do is just actually just collect stuff. Really can't dilly-dally because our station's in a polar orbit, and as Minmus rotates, we're getting further and further out from underneath its orbit, so we shouldn't spend too much time fussing about. So we'll do a surface sample, we'll do an EVA report, and honestly, I think that's... Whoa! We got a little hopping happening over there. I think that's about all we're going to be able to do. Right? I did... The golf ball thing's not biome specific, is it? Let's just do something just real quick. Where are we at? The EVA, perform EVA science. This is fun to watch anyway, even if it doesn't get us any science. And 4. Man, from Minmus, that's probably escape velocity right there. Yeah, no science for that, but it was fun. Alright, now I'll show you what I mean with the ladder here. See, he goes up, and then he wants to flip around. I think I have this piece the other way around. But he can board backwards, feet first. Nicely done. That's all it needed. And then we'll get Jebediah here. And Jebediah will go feet first. Board. Nice. Okay. Let's just do a really quick look-see and make sure there's no other science we can do. Crew report's still running. It's got 3 more minutes to go. We can turn our pressure control back on. There's no other science. Everything else has been done. There's a science. What's this? Oh, that's a radiation. That's a Geiger counter. It's also been done. It must be surface only. All that was done. Not biomes. But okay, so all we got to do is return home safely. Oh, I got me a feeling I might have borked this because I think... Oh, it's launch a new vessel. Ah, okay, so we can't do this. It says first Minmus landing, caught by the fine print again. Launch a new vessel. This is not a new vessel. I don't want to launch a new vessel to come all the way to Minmus. It's not worth my time when I got a perfectly serviceable vessel. Okay, but either way, we're not going to... This ain't going to happen. Oh, well. But Greenstone! Oh my goodness! Greenstone! How can I have forgotten all about the Greenstone? Pressure control off. John, EVA. Doing a little tumble. Because Jebediah already pulled the ladder up on you, John. Let's put that ladder down. Okay, I did see some Greenstone. There, it's not far. See it right over there. I want to keep a very close eye on John's monopropellant. Let's put his lights on. And we will RCS and up. Why? Whoa. Oh! Is it me or is he doing some sort of magic trick here? Okay, there's something weird going on. Okay, we're gonna take... He has the little science kit. I don't think that can be the problem, though. Put that in there. What is going on? Okay, anybody got ideas? I'm all of a sudden realizing I'm not sure he goes down. Okay, how? Okay. You know what we can do to do this first crewed landing, even though obviously this isn't my first crew landing. And I do have a plan to eventually build a base. And I think the base will end up becoming our first crewed landing, as silly as that. Why is he just going higher and higher? What am I going to do here? This was cute for a little bit, but seriously. Okay, I'm going to try and leave the scene. This is the only thing I can think of. Time warp fixes that bug. Okay, I'm seeing time warp fixes that bug. So if I time warp, doesn't look like it's fixing that bug. Oh, it does. I have never, ever seen that before. That is bizarre. Okay, now he's off. That was the weirdest thing. I think it was over this way. There it is. Should keep an eye on his resources, but I don't think this is anywhere near close far enough to worry about. Yeah, I think this first crewed lander will be a base of some kind. Minmus is such a good spot for a resource harvesting base because it doesn't cost much to get the resources off of the surface. I think it's a much better place to harvest stuff than from the moon. Okay, we are on here, and then we got to pick up Greenstone. Go for it there, John. All right, we got ourselves some Greenstone. 105 science that we need to supposedly take back. But it's going to be interesting to see if Kerbalism can use that to... can process that in the lab. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, John's suggesting thrusting down on the rocket pack. I did try that. But thank you. It's a Dragon Boy who said time warping fixes that bug. I have never seen that bug before. That was very weird. So we got ourselves some Greenstone. Oh, but if I don't bring it back to Kerbin, I'm not sure I'll get this contract. I don't know. I don't know how much I care about contracts anymore. I got so much money. Whoa. I got so much money. And this is not... And reputation. And this is not giving me any science. So actually, I'm more concerned with the science and don't really care about much anything else. Bored.